Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's lecture on performance evaluation and improvement for teams. I'm Professor Pirouzi, and I'm excited to guide you through this critical topic for anyone leading or working in teams. Today, we'll explore how to assess team performance, learn from mistakes, and implement strategies to enhance outcomes, ensuring your teams thrive in innovative and collaborative settings. Performance evaluation is the backbone of team improvement. Without a clear understanding of how a team is performing, both in tasks and interpersonal dynamics, you can't identify what's working or what needs fixing. This is especially crucial for innovative teams, where creativity and collaboration must be balanced with accountability and results. Whether you're managing a class project, a workplace initiative, or a community effort, these skills will help you drive success. Why does this matter? Teams are the engine of modern organizations, but they often face challenges like conflict, lack of accountability, or inefficiency. By evaluating performance systematically and applying targeted improvement strategies, you can turn good teams into great ones. This lecture will give you practical tools to assess, learn, and improve, making you a more effective leader. Our agenda today includes 5 key areas. We'll start by discussing how to evaluate performance, focusing on task and interpersonal assessments. Next, we'll explore team assessment tools like the team climate inventory and the 5 dysfunctions of a team. We'll then cover team learning, emphasizing how to learn from mistakes. Finally, we'll discuss strategies for improving performance, from better coordination to training and interventions. As we go through these topics, think about your own team experiences. Have you been part of a team that struggled to meet goals or lacked cohesion? What could have improved it? We'll draw on research and real-world examples to make these concepts concrete, giving you a toolkit to apply in your own projects. As future leaders, mastering performance evaluation and improvement will set you apart. You'll learn how to diagnose issues, foster a culture of learning, and implement changes that boost team success. My goal is to equip you with actionable strategies to lead high-performing teams. Let's move to our agenda slide, where we'll outline a roadmap for today's discussion. Get ready to dive into the world of team performance and how to make your team stronger and more effective. Let's start by reviewing the agenda for our lecture on performance evaluation and improvement. This slide lays out the roadmap for our discussion, covering the key areas that will help you assess and enhance team performance. Each topic builds on the last, giving you a comprehensive toolkit for leading effective teams. First, we'll explore evaluating performance. This involves assessing both task outcomes, like whether the team met its goals, and interpersonal dynamics, such as group cohesion and member satisfaction. Understanding these dimensions is critical for diagnosing team strengths and weaknesses. Next, we'll dive into team assessments. We'll look at tools like the team climate inventory, group attitude questionnaire, and the 5 dysfunctions of a team model. These tools help you measure team dynamics and identify issues like lack of trust or accountability, which can hinder performance. Then, we'll discuss team learning, focusing on how teams can learn from mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable, but how you handle them can make or break a team. We'll explore creating a culture of psychological safety and blameless reporting to turn errors into opportunities for growth. Finally, we'll cover strategies for improving performance. This includes practical steps like enhancing project coordination, improving brainstorming, reducing social loafing, and implementing effective training. We'll also explore other interventions, like team building and coaching, to boost team effectiveness. As we move through these topics, I encourage you to reflect on your own team experiences. Maybe you've been in a group where poor coordination led to missed deadlines, or perhaps a strong team culture drove success. These concepts will help you understand what went right or wrong and how to improve. We'll connect each topic to real-world examples, making the ideas actionable for your own projects. By the end of this lecture, you'll have a clear framework for evaluating and improving team performance, whether in school, work, or community settings. These skills are essential for leading innovative teams that deliver results while fostering collaboration and growth. Let's move to the next slide, where we'll start by exploring how to evaluate performance in both task and interpersonal dimensions. Think about the team you've been part of. How did you assess its success? Let's dive in and build your skills for creating high-performing teams. We're diving into our first major topic: evaluating performance. This slide outlines how to assess team performance in two key areas: task assessment and interpersonal assessment. For innovative teams, understanding both dimensions is essential to identify strengths, address weaknesses, and drive improvement. Let's start with task assessment. This focuses on the team's tangible outputs. First, ongoing data collection is critical. Track metrics like project milestones, deliverables, or budget adherence throughout the project, not just at the end. For example, a team developing a new app might monitor weekly progress on coding or user testing to catch issues early. Next, evaluate goal achievement. Did the team meet its objectives? Using the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, helps assess this. For instance, if a team's goal was to increase sales by 10% in 6 months, check whether they hit that target. This quantifies success and highlights gaps. Member contributions are also key. Assess how each team member performed their tasks. Did everyone deliver as expected? For example, in a student event planning team, evaluate who handled logistics or marketing effectively. This helps identify high performers and those needing support. Now, let's move to interpersonal assessment. Group cohesion is a major factor. How well did the team work together? Cohesive teams communicate effectively and support each other. A lack of cohesion, like frequent conflicts or siloed work, can derail performance. For instance, a team with strong cohesion might rally to meet a deadline, while a fractured team struggles. Interpersonal skills are another focus. Evaluate how team members communicate, resolve conflicts, or collaborate. Strong interpersonal skills foster trust and cooperation, while weak skills can lead to misunderstandings. For example, a team member who listens actively strengthens group dynamics. Finally, assess member satisfaction. Are team members happy with their experience? Low satisfaction can signal issues like lack of recognition or poor leadership. Surveys or informal check-ins can gauge this. For instance, a team member feeling unvalued might disengage, impacting overall performance. Let's consider a scenario. A student team organizing a fundraiser tracks ticket sales, task assessment, and notices strong contributions from the marketing lead but weaker logistics planning. They also assess cohesion, finding that conflicts slowed progress, and satisfaction surveys reveal frustration with unclear roles. These insights guide improvements. Evaluating both task and interpersonal aspects gives a holistic view of performance. As leaders, your role is to use these assessments to diagnose issues and drive growth. Think about the team you've been part of. How was performance evaluated? Our next slide will explore specific tools for team assessments. Let's keep building your leadership skills. We've introduced team assessment tools, and now let's focus on the group attitude questionnaire, a powerful method for evaluating team members' attitudes and perceptions. This slide, likely detailing the questionnaire structure or application, helps us understand how to uncover interpersonal issues that impact team performance, especially in innovative settings. The Group Attitude Questionnaire is a survey-based tool that measures team members' feelings about their roles, leadership, collaboration, and overall team experience. It asks questions like, do you feel valued in the team? Or, are team goals clear? Responses reveal attitudes that affect performance, such as low morale, distrust, or lack of engagement. For example, a student team planning an event might complete the questionnaire, showing frustration with unclear deadlines, signaling a need for better coordination. Why is this tool valuable? Attitudes shape behavior. If team members feel unappreciated or disconnected, they're less likely to contribute fully, leading to poor outcomes. The questionnaire provides quantitative and qualitative data, allowing leaders to pinpoint issues. For instance, low scores on questions about trust might indicate the need for team building, while high scores on goal clarity suggest a strength to build on. To use the questionnaire effectively, distribute it anonymously to encourage honesty. Analyze responses to identify patterns. Maybe most members feel leadership is ineffective, or only a few are dissatisfied. This data guides interventions. For example, if a team scores low on satisfaction, you might hold a meeting to clarify roles or recognize contributions, addressing issues we discussed in the performance evaluation slide. Let's consider a scenario. A workplace team developing a marketing campaign uses the questionnaire and finds that members feel disconnected due to poor communication. The leader responds by setting regular status meetings, a strategy from our coordination slide, improving morale and collaboration. This targeted approach turns insights into action. The group attitude questionnaire complements other tools like the team climate inventory, which focuses on culture, and the 5 dysfunctions model, which addresses structural issues. Together, they provide a holistic view of team dynamics. As leaders, your role is to use these insights to foster a positive, productive environment. Reflect on a team you've been part of. How might a questionnaire have revealed hidden issues? This tool is a practical way to diagnose problems and drive improvement. Our next slide will explore the 5 dysfunctions of a team in detail, building on these assessment strategies. Let's keep exploring how to assess and enhance your team's performance effectively. We've introduced team assessment tools, and now let's focus on the group attitude questionnaire, a powerful method for evaluating team members' attitudes and perceptions. This slide, likely detailing the questionnaire's structure or application, helps us understand how to uncover interpersonal issues that impact team performance, especially in innovative settings. The group attitude questionnaire is a survey-based tool that measures team members' feelings about their roles, leadership, collaboration, and overall team experience. It asks questions like, do you feel valued in the team? Or, are team goals clear? Responses reveal attitudes that affect performance, such as low morale, distrust, or lack of engagement. For example, a student team planning an event might complete the questionnaire, showing frustration with unclear deadlines, signaling a need for better coordination. Why is this tool valuable? Attitudes shape behavior. If team members feel unappreciated or disconnected, they're less likely to contribute fully, leading to poor outcomes. The questionnaire provides quantitative and qualitative data, allowing leaders to pinpoint issues. For instance, low scores on questions about trust might indicate the need for team building, while high scores on goal clarity suggest a strength to build on. To use the questionnaire effectively, distribute it anonymously to encourage honesty. Analyze responses to identify patterns. Maybe most members feel leadership is ineffective, or only a few are dissatisfied. This data guides interventions. For example, if a team scores low on satisfaction, you might hold a meeting to clarify roles or recognize contributions, addressing issues we discussed in the performance evaluation slide. Let's consider a scenario. A workplace team developing a marketing campaign uses the questionnaire and finds that members feel disconnected due to poor communication. The leader responds by setting regular status meetings, a strategy from our coordination slide, improving morale and collaboration. This targeted approach turns insights into action. The group attitude questionnaire complements other tools like the team climate inventory, which focuses on culture, and the 5 dysfunctions model, which addresses structural issues. Together, they provide a holistic view of team dynamics. As leaders, your role is to use these insights to foster a positive, productive environment. Reflect on a team you've been part of. How might a questionnaire have revealed hidden issues? This tool is a practical way to diagnose problems and drive improvement. Our next slide will explore the 5 dysfunctions of a team in detail, building on these assessment strategies. Let's keep exploring how to assess and enhance your team's performance effectively. We've discussed the group attitude questionnaire, and now let's dive into the 5 dysfunctions of a team model, developed by Patrick Lencioni. This slide outlines the 5 interconnected issues: absence of trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, and inattention to results, that can derail team performance, especially in innovative teams. The first dysfunction is the absence of trust. Trust is the foundation of any team. Without it, members hesitate to be vulnerable, share ideas, or admit mistakes. For example, a student team working on a project might withhold concerns about a deadline due to lack of trust, leading to failure. Building trust requires openness and mutual respect, often fostered through team-building activities. Fear of conflict comes next. Without trust, teams avoid healthy debates, stifling creativity and problem-solving. In an innovative team, constructive conflict is essential to challenge ideas and find the best solutions. For instance, if a team avoids discussing a flawed strategy, they may produce a subpar product. Encouraging open dialogue helps overcome this dysfunction. Lack of commitment follows. When teams avoid conflict, they fail to reach consensus, leading to ambiguous goals or half-hearted buy-in. For example, a team might agree to a plan without fully believing in it, resulting in weak effort. Clear decision-making processes, like those in the DP model, ensure commitment. Avoidance of accountability is the fourth dysfunction. Without commitment, team members hesitate to hold each other accountable, allowing poor performance to slide. For instance, if a team member misses deadlines but no one addresses it, the project suffers. Establishing clear roles and regular check-ins, as we discussed in project coordination, fosters accountability. Finally, inattention to results occurs when teams prioritize individual goals over collective success. A team focused on personal achievements might neglect the project's objectives, like launching a product on time. Emphasizing shared goals, as in the discipline of teams slide, keeps the focus on results. Imagine a workplace team designing a new app. Lack of trust leads to avoided conflicts, unclear commitments, ignored accountability, and neglected results, causing delays. Addressing these dysfunctions, through trust building, open debates, and clear goals, turns the team around. As leaders, your role is to recognize and address these dysfunctions using assessment tools and interventions. Think about the team you've worked with. Did any of these issues arise? Our next slide will explore how teams can learn from mistakes to overcome these challenges. Let's keep building your skills to lead high-performing, innovative teams. This slide highlights strategies for fostering a culture of learning, which is critical for innovative teams where experimentation and risk-taking are key. Timely identification of mistakes is the first step. Mistakes are inevitable, but catching them early prevents bigger problems. For example, a student team organizing an event might notice low-ticket sales early, allowing them to adjust marketing strategies before it's too late. Regular check-ins, like those in the DP model's execute step, help spot issues quickly. Psychological safety is essential for this. Team members must feel safe to admit errors without fear of blame. A blameless reporting system encourages honesty. For instance, a team member reporting a coding error in an app project should be thanked for their transparency, not criticized. This ties to our discussion of avoiding blame in execution problems. Statistical process controls and feedback provide data-driven insights. Use metrics like task completion rates or customer feedback to track performance. For example, a team developing a product might use sales data to identify weaknesses. Regular feedback loops ensure continuous improvement. Effective analysis turns data into actionable insights. Analyze mistakes systematically, asking why they occurred and how to prevent them. For instance, if a team misses the deadline, analyze whether poor planning or unclear roles were the cause, linking to our DP model's plan step. Regular debriefings and evaluations are key. Conduct post-MORTEM sessions to review what worked and what didn't. For example, after a project, a team might discuss how effective coordination led to success but weak communication caused delays. These sessions capture lessons for future projects. The airline industry is a great example. After crashes, teams analyze data without blame, identifying causes like equipment failure or human error. This leads to safety improvements. Similarly, deliberate experimentation, encouraging innovation and expected failure, fosters learning. A team testing new ideas should view failures as learning opportunities, not setbacks. Imagine a student team launching a campaign. They identify low engagement early, create a safe space to discuss it, analyze data showing poor timing, and adjust their strategy in a debrief. This learning culture drives improvement. As leaders, your role is to foster psychological safety and systematic learning. Think about a mistake your team made. How could a learning approach have helped? Our next slide will cover strategies for improving performance, building on these lessons. Let's keep exploring how to make your team stronger through learning and growth. We've discussed learning from mistakes, and now let's explore strategies for improving team performance. This slide outlines 5 key approaches: improving project coordination, enhancing brainstorming, reducing social loafing, implementing team training, and using other interventions. These strategies are essential for turning innovative teams into high-performing units. Improving project coordination ensures tasks are aligned and progress is tracked. Clear roles, expectations, and deadlines, as discussed in the DP model, prevent confusion. Regular status updates and adjustments keep teams flexible and focused. For example, a student team planning an event might use weekly reports to stay on track, addressing issues like delayed bookings promptly. Enhancing brainstorming boosts creativity. A structured process, like the one we'll discuss next, ensures all ideas are heard and evaluated fairly. This is crucial for innovative teams, where diverse perspectives drive breakthroughs. For instance, a team designing a product can generate innovative features through effective brainstorming. Reducing social loafing addresses the tendency for some members to contribute less in groups. By promoting individual accountability and team cohesion, leaders can ensure everyone pulls their weight. For example, a team contract outlining responsibilities can prevent loafing in a group project, ensuring fair contributions. Team training is another powerful strategy. Training on skills like conflict resolution or communication equips teams to handle challenges. Based on a needs analysis, training should be relevant and include practice and feedback. For instance, a team struggling with conflict might benefit from training on collaborative problem solving. Other interventions, like multi-source feedback, team building, and coaching, further enhance performance. Feedback from peers or supervisors provides diverse perspectives, while team-building activities like icebreakers foster trust. Coaching helps individuals set goals and improve, strengthening the team overall. Let's consider a scenario. A workplace team developing an app struggles with coordination and loafing. They implement clear roles, structured brainstorming for new features, and training on communication. Team-building exercises build trust, and coaching helps members address weaknesses. These strategies improve performance and morale. As leaders, your role is to select and apply these strategies based on your team's needs. Think about the team you've worked with. How could these approaches have helped? By combining coordination, creativity, accountability, and training, you can elevate your team's performance. Our next slide will dive into improving project coordination in detail, starting with practical steps to keep your team aligned. Let's keep building your toolkit for leading innovative, high-performing teams. We're now focusing on one of the key strategies for improving team performance: project coordination. This slide outlines practical steps to ensure your innovative team stays aligned, meets deadlines, and adapts to challenges. Effective coordination is the backbone of successful projects. Start with clear roles, expectations, and deadlines for specific tasks. As we saw in the DP model's plan step, a work breakdown structure, WBS, assigns tasks to specific owners with defined timelines. For example, a student team organizing a conference might assign one member to secure speakers and another to handle logistics, each with clear deadlines. This clarity prevents overlap or confusion. Regular status updates are critical. Schedule progress reports to track tasks and identify issues. Ask, are there any problems? Are we still on schedule? For instance, a weekly meeting where team members report on their tasks ensures transparency. If a delay arises, like a vendor issue, the team can address it early. Making adjustments as needed is part of effective coordination. Projects rarely go as planned, so flexibility is key. If a task falls behind, adjust the scope, reassign resources, or shift deadlines. For example, if a team developing an app faces a coding delay, they might simplify a feature to stay on track. Facing the facts means being honest about challenges. Avoid ignoring issues in hopes they'll resolve themselves, as we discussed in execution problems. If a team member reports a delay, address it constructively rather than blaming them. This ties to our team learning slide, emphasizing psychological safety. Staying open involves keeping communication channels active. Encourage team members to share updates, concerns, or ideas freely. Tools like shared drives or project management software, as mentioned in DP's norms, facilitate this. For instance, a team might use a shared app to log progress, ensuring everyone stays informed. Imagine a workplace team launching a product. They assign clear roles, hold weekly check-ins, and adjust when a supplier delays materials. By facing issues openly and staying flexible, they meet their deadline. The structured yet adaptable approach drives success. As leaders, your role is to establish and maintain coordination through clear expectations and open communication. Think about a project you've worked on. How did coordination impact it? These practices ensure your team stays aligned and productive. Our next slide will explore improving brainstorming, another key strategy for enhancing team performance. Let's keep refining your skills to lead innovative teams effectively. This slide outlines a structured brainstorming process that maximizes creativity and ensures all voices are heard, driving better ideas and team performance. The process begins with the facilitator introducing the problem clearly. For example, if a team is designing a new app feature, the facilitator might state, "How can we improve user engagement?" Clarity sets the stage for focused idea generation. This aligns with the focus models, frame the problem step, ensuring everyone understands the goal. Next, members silently write down their ideas for 10 to 15 minutes. This individual brainstorming prevents groupthink and gives everyone, especially quieter members, a chance to contribute. For instance, a student team brainstorming event themes might each jot down ideas like sustainability fair or tech showcase, capturing diverse perspectives. Members then share their ideas one at a time, with the facilitator displaying them for all to see, perhaps on a whiteboard or shared screen. This ensures transparency and equal consideration. For example, one member might suggest a mobile app feature, while another proposes a gamified element. Displaying ideas keeps the process inclusive. The group discusses each idea, exploring its merits and challenges. The step encourages constructive debate, avoiding the fear of conflict we discussed in the 5 dysfunctions model. For instance, the team might debate whether a gamified feature fits the app scope, refining the idea through discussion. Finally, members anonymously rank their top 5 ideas, assigning scores, 5 for the top choice, 4 for the second, etc. The idea with the highest total score is selected. This anonymous ranking reduces bias and ensures fairness. For example, the team might choose the gamified feature if it scores highest, reflecting collective preference. Imagine a workplace team brainstorming marketing strategies. They follow this process, generating ideas silently, sharing them openly, discussing pros and cons, and ranking them anonymously. The top idea, a social media campaign, emerges as a clear winner, boosting team buy-in and creativity. The structured approach enhances brainstorming by fostering inclusivity and rigor. It's particularly effective for innovative teams, where diverse ideas drive breakthroughs. As leaders, your role is to facilitate this process, ensuring all voices are heard and the best ideas rise to the top. Think about a brainstorming session you've been part of. Was it structured or chaotic? How could this process have helped? Our next slide will address reducing social loafing, another key strategy for improving performance. Let's keep building your toolkit for leading innovative, high-performing teams. This slide outlines the causes of social loafing and practical solutions to ensure all members contribute fully, especially in innovative teams where every effort counts. Social loafing occurs when individuals exert less effort in a group than they would alone. The causes include diffusion of responsibility, where members feel less accountable because tasks are shared. For example, in a student project team, someone might slack off, assuming others will cover their work. Reduction of effort happens when individuals feel their contributions aren't noticed. Sucker aversion is another cause. Members reduce effort to avoid being the sucker who does more than others. To address these, implement solutions like individual accountability. Assign specific tasks with clear ownership, as in the DP model's WBS. For instance, naming one member responsible for event logistics ensures they stay engaged. Promoting involvement means encouraging active participation through inclusive processes like brainstorming, where everyone's ideas are valued. Rewarding team members reinforces effort. Recognize contributions publicly or through incentives. For example, praising a team member for a creative solution boosts motivation. Strengthening cohesion, as discussed in performance evaluation, fosters a sense of team unity, reducing loafing. Team contracts. Written agreements on roles and expectations. Set clear standards. For instance, a contract might state that all members must submit updates weekly. Providing feedback is crucial. Regular, constructive feedback helps members see how their work impacts the team. For example, a leader might note that a member's timely report kept the project on track, encouraging continued effort. This ties to our team learning slide, where feedback drives improvement. Imagine a workplace team developing a product. Some members loaf due to unclear roles. The leader assigns specific tasks, uses a team contract, and recognizes contributions in meetings. Feedback sessions highlight individual impacts, and team building strengthens cohesion. As a result, loafing decreases, and performance improves. As leaders, your role is to create a culture where everyone feels responsible and valued. Social loafing can stifle innovation, but these solutions ensure full engagement. Think about the team you've worked with. Did loafing occur, and how could these strategies have helped? Our next slide will cover effective training, another key strategy for boosting team performance. Let's keep exploring how to make your team stronger and more collaborative. We've discussed reducing social loafing, and now let's focus on effective training, a powerful strategy for improving team performance. This slide outlines general training principles and specific topics to equip innovative teams with the skills needed to excel. Effective training starts with relevance. Training must address the team's specific needs, identified through a needs analysis. For example, if a team struggles with conflict, training should focus on conflict resolution. This ensures time and resources are used efficiently, directly impacting performance. Training should demonstrate principles clearly. Show, don't just tell. For instance, A session on communication might include a role play of active listening, making the concept tangible. Demonstrations help team members understand how to apply skills in real-world scenarios. Concepts must be practiced. Hands-on activities, like mock negotiations or planning exercises, reinforce learning. For example, a team practicing goal setting might create SMART goals for a mock project, building confidence in applying the skill. Providing feedback is essential. Attendees should receive constructive input on their performance during training. For instance, after a collaborative problem-solving exercise, a trainer might note that a member's listening skills were strong but suggest clear articulation. Feedback ties to our team learning slide, fostering growth. Training should be based on a needs analysis, assessing what skills the team lacks. For example, a team with poor coordination might need training on task management. Training evaluations ensure the program meets its goals, while a focus on transfer of learning ensures skills are applied on the job. Key training topics include conflict resolution, helping teams navigate disagreements constructively, as seen in the 5 dysfunctions model. Collaborative problem-solving equips teams to tackle challenges together. Communication training enhances clarity and trust. Goal setting and performance management align teams with objectives, while planning and task coordination, linked to the DP model, improve efficiency. Imagine a student team struggling with missed deadlines. A needs analysis reveals weak planning skills. They undergo training where facilitators demonstrate task coordination, team members practice creating a WBS, and receive feedback. Post-training, they apply these skills, improving project outcomes. As leaders, your role is to ensure training is targeted, practical, and impactful. Think about the team you've worked with. How could training have helped? Effective training builds skills and confidence, driving innovation. Our next slide will explore other interventions, like team building and coaching, to further enhance performance. Let's keep building your toolkit for leading high-performing teams. We've covered training, and now let's explore other interventions to improve team performance. This slide highlights multi-source feedback, team-building activities, and coaching and mentoring, powerful tools for enhancing collaboration and effectiveness in innovative teams. Multi-source feedback, or 360-degree feedback, gathers perspectives from peers, subordinates, and supervisors. This comprehensive input helps team members understand their strengths and areas for improvement. For example, a team member might learn from peers that their communication is unclear, prompting change. Feedback drives improvement by offering diverse viewpoints, aligning with our performance evaluation slides focus on member contributions. Team-building activities foster trust and cohesion, addressing dysfunctions like absence of trust. Get-to-know-you exercises, like icebreakers, help members connect personally. For instance, a team sharing personal goals during an icebreaker builds rapport. Physical or outdoor challenges, like ropes courses, promote collaboration. Trust-building exercises, such as role reversals, encourage vulnerability. Problem-solving exercises, like case studies, enhance teamwork skills. Coaching and mentoring focus on individual growth. Coaching involves relationship building, listening, assessment, feedback, goal setting, action planning, and follow-up. For example, a coach might help a team member improve conflict resolution by setting specific goals and checking progress. Mentoring provides long-term guidance, supporting career development. Both strengthen team dynamics by addressing individual needs. Imagine a workplace team struggling with trust. They implement multi-source feedback, revealing that members want clear leadership. Team-building icebreakers build rapport, while a problem-solving exercise improves collaboration. A coach works with the leader to set communication goals, resulting in a more cohesive team. These interventions complement training and coordination strategies. Multi-source feedback provides data for targeted improvements, team building addresses interpersonal issues, and coaching supports individual growth. As leaders, Your role is to choose interventions based on your team's needs, using tools like the Team Climate Inventory to diagnose issues. Think about the team you've worked with. Could team building or coaching have helped? These interventions create a supportive environment where innovation thrives. By combining feedback, activities, and personalized support, you can elevate your team's performance. Let's continue with multi-source feedback, often called 360-degree feedback. This approach gathers perspectives from peers, subordinates, and supervisors, providing a comprehensive view of a team member's performance. Unlike traditional top-down feedback, multi-source feedback captures diverse insights, highlighting strengths and areas for growth. For example, a team member might learn from peers that their communication is unclear, while their supervisor praises their creativity. This feedback, when delivered constructively, leads to change and improvement by offering actionable insights. Anonymity ensures honesty, fostering trust, which ties to our team learning slide's emphasis on psychological safety. Team-building activities are another key intervention, designed to strengthen cohesion and trust, addressing dysfunctions like absence of trust. Get-to-know-you exercises, such as icebreakers where members share personal goals, build rapport. Physical or outdoor challenges, like team obstacle courses, promote collaboration under pressure. Trust-building exercises, such as role reversals, encourage vulnerability. Problem-solving exercises, like group case studies, enhance teamwork skills. For instance, a student team struggling with conflict might use an icebreaker to connect personally, paving the way for better collaboration on their project. Coaching and mentoring focus on individual and team growth through tailored support. Coaching involves relationship building, active listening, assessment, feedback, goal setting, action planning, and follow-up. For example, a coach might help a team member improve conflict resolution by setting specific goals, like practicing active listening, and checking progress weekly. Mentoring provides long-term guidance, supporting career development. Both strengthen team dynamics by addressing individual needs. This slide addresses the challenge of balancing competing demands in teams to optimize performance. For innovative teams, navigating these paradoxes is key to success. The first paradox is optimizing individual and collective performance. Teams need strong individual contributions, but also cohesive group efforts. For example, a star performer might excel but disrupt team harmony if they don't collaborate. Leaders must recognize individual achievements, like rewarding a team member's creative solution, while fostering collective goals, as seen in the discipline of teams slide. Providing support and confrontation is another paradox. Support builds trust and psychological safety, as discussed in team learning, but confrontation to address poor performance or conflict is equally important. For instance, a leader might support a struggling team member with coaching while confronting their missed deadlines to maintain accountability, balancing care with firmness. Focusing on process and product is a key tension. Processes, like coordination or brainstorming, ensure efficiency, but the product or the outcome drives success. For example, a student team planning an event must manage meetings effectively, process, while ensuring a successful event, product. The DP models execute and evaluate steps help balance these. Balancing authority and autonomy is critical. Leaders provide direction, like setting clear roles in project coordination, but teams need autonomy to innovate. For instance, a team designing a product needs freedom to experiment but within defined goals. Too much authority stifles creativity. Too much autonomy risks chaos. The triangle of relationships, between leader, team, and individuals, must be managed carefully. Leaders must build trust with the team while addressing individual needs. For example, a leader might hold team-building activities to strengthen group bonds while coaching individuals to improve skills, ensuring all relationships are nurtured. Imagine a workplace team developing an app. The leader rewards individual contributions but emphasizes team goals, supports members while addressing conflicts, balances planning with deliverables, grants autonomy within clear guidelines, and fosters both team and individual relationships. This balanced approach drives performance. As leaders, your role is to navigate these paradoxes thoughtfully, using tools like feedback and team building to find equilibrium. Think about the team you've led and how did you balance these tensions? By mastering paradox, you create teams that are both innovative and effective.